Good evening, students. Today I am making a new structure and how to declare a structure. Now, let us know what topic we will be covering today. These are the three topics we will be covering today. First one, we will be covering a topic different ways to declare an object or structure, how to call in a program, and how to set a default value in the structure. So, for this, let us understand that when we need an object to call a program and when we don't need an object to take the variables. Now first create a structure, employee. Let us take the variables as required. I am taking a variable as name 20 and address as 30 and let us take their salary in the form of float. I'm not taking much for the, let us take the third variable. Now let us give a first way of declaring is that we can declare with the structure the object. As it's an employee, I'm writing EOP, and I am giving another way to declare is a structure is writing the name of the EMP and the next name is EOP1. Third way is to declare that structure in a main. So let us write a main program. OP EOP2. These are the three different ways we can declare an object of a structure. Now after declaring the object of structure, let us see how to access them one by one. In the previous tutorial, I will show you how to access each of the variables one by one. Now today we will make a function and access them. If I make a function inside a structure, as they are data member and method are both in the same structure, we don't need to call with using a object. So let us create one void enter cout enter the name of the employee. So I am using here an option like cin.getLine. Now when we use cin.getLine, we have to keep in mind that we have to provide the size of that array character, name and then comma, and size is 20. This is the first way to clear. Now I am cout enter the salary of the employee. Here we will not use a getLine because as you all know, we only use getLine for the string, and here I am just writing cin and taking the value salary. Now this is in this one, as I have not created inside a structure, I have not used any object to call this name. Now if I want to create a sum function to display, and that is not inside the structure, to make a connection with structure and a variable or in a function, we need to use that object through which I will call those data member which is declared inside a structure. For that, void this, and I'm declaring a structure inside cout name of the employee. And I'm displaying name, address, and that is address, and then see out the salary. Now, as I've created now remember this, if I want to call any of the content which is declared in the structure, we need to have that object through which we are calling them. For example, let us take one object through which I can call this all the variables ob1. Now, without referring to any of this variable inside the structure, we need to call through some link, and link we have created EOB. Although we created 3 links as global, that's EOB and EOB1, I'm using one of them to call it back. Now, if I want to display them on my main program, as you all know, the main in C++, everything starts at main and ends at main. So I'm calling each one by one. For example, to call anything which is from the structure, we need a reference to that structure. Here we have a reference EOB dot enter. Now this enter is declared inside a structure, so I'm using a object EOB. But however, display I have declared outside the structure, so what that means? We don't need any of the reference to call the display. However, the content which is declared in a display, we have called them using a object and then return 0. Let us run this program and check out the outputs. Okay, I am entering a Saurav Sinha and address, let us put it the address as Kolkata and employee salary. Okay. Now as you see that as soon as I run this program, I am able to display them also. But at the time of display, I have not used any reference because display is globally located. Now let us set the default value. As we have used EOB as a reference, I am using EOB for a default reference. I am removing all the other structure objects. Okay. Now these all are not required because I am not using them. I am using EOB. Now let us give how to give a default structure. EOB, and then I will give a structure name. First one is a string, and that is a name. Let us give any name, like I am giving a name as a Peter, and its address I am giving anywhere, like I am giving it a Carol, and then I am giving it a salary which we are using to display its salary. Okay. Now the default value can be printed using simply calling a EOB. For example, for display I use display disp. I am just doing a disp p, and it will display the detail which is by default. I am giving a cout to understand it better, that let us run this program and check out. See, it is displaying name of the employee Peter, address Carol, and the salary 23,400. Now after this, if I enter the same variable, it will change automatically. Let us write it. Deepak, address put anyway, that is Gujarat. Gujarat, and employee salary 50,000. Now see, the same display is acting differently after the initial value has been overloaded. That is, default value is overloaded. Name of the employee becomes Deepak, address becomes Gujarat, and salary becomes 500. This is due to first part when your Peter is there, it is a default value, and now when we are using this one, it is a value which we have inserted. Okay.